This is the time of year when people are focused on shedding body weight. For me, I like to use this time of year for shedding a different kind of weight. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my favorite form of yoga that will help you get rid of what's no longer serving you, whether that's physical clutter or energetic weight. I'm Shannon Caldwell, founder of Purple Lotus Yoga, and I help women of all sizes and ages become standout yoga teachers. For the best tips and advice on teaching yoga and deepening your practice, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get my latest uploads. I did want to share a couple of human moments with you before I dive into what I wanted to share with you today. First, I had planned to do this live in the morning. However, I was reading a book last night and got totally lost in the story and ended up staying up really late. So that kind of messed up my goal to go on live this morning. So if you want, maybe put a guess in there how late I stayed up in the morning reading. The second human thing that happened to me today is I came upstairs to prepare everything to go live, and the dog had an accident upstairs. So instead of being happy and going through my mind about what I wanted to do on live today, I'm grumbling as I'm on my hands and knees cleaning up the carpet. So yay. Just remember that no matter how glossy or put together somebody might seem in these presentations or these lives, just know that we're dealing with very human things all the time too. Some people are just better about hiding it than others. If you are on my news or my email list, you got an email a couple of days ago talking about redefining resolutions. And I know for me, that has changed a lot over the years, and especially as I've moved through my 40s and now entering fully into my 50s, what seemed important to make a resolution on 10 years ago, 12 years ago, is just doesn't feel like a priority anymore for me. So I approach my resolutions a little bit differently. That being said, those of you who have gone through yoga teacher training with me are already familiar with this concept, but I wanted to share it on a broader scale. And when it comes to the new year, when it comes to shedding and getting rid of things, I don't worry about shedding like weight. I don't focus on all the body stuff anymore. What I really focus on is my favorite style of yoga called Kriya Yoga. And that is essentially the yogic version of decluttering, of getting rid of shedding, excuse me, that which doesn't serve you anymore. And in terms of the practice of Kriya Yoga, there's 3 steps to doing that. We want to make sure that we burn out impurities called tapas. We can do that through breathing. We can do that through postures. We can do that through going through and cleaning out our surroundings. That's step 1 of Kriya Yoga. Step 2 for Kriya Yoga is what we call self-study, meaning that once we get something cleaned and cleared out, we take a little time to go over that. We take some time in some reflection to make sure that the next steps that we take are the best ones for what we want to achieve in our lives or how we want to feel in our lives. And then the third step to Kriya Yoga is what we call surrender to the divine. Understanding that you take all of this action and then you put your faith into God or the universe or fate or whatever you want to call it, that it will bring about your best good. If what you're cleaning and clearing out for is meant to be there for you through combined action and faith, you will begin to see it come about in your life. It's my favorite style. Everybody who goes through yoga teacher training with me, almost the very first homework assignment that they have is going through and doing some of their own kriyaing or decluttering in their house. So what I want to do is next week, I want to do a Kriya Yoga challenge with all of you. Starting on Monday, I'm going to post both in the Facebook in the Facebook group and on Instagram. I'm going to post that day's challenge or lesson that you want to do for the day. If you've done anything with me before, you know I start off easy and then we work our way up to more challenging challenges, I guess you could say. So be sure to hang out with us in the Facebook or on Instagram next week. Monday will be the first little piece of Kriya that you need to do. When you complete your challenge for that day, I encourage you either in the Facebook group or on the Instagram post to let me know that you've done that so that we can have some accountability together. And remember that Monday we start our shedding of a different kind challenge. I will hopefully see you or talk to you next week when we begin the challenge.